Welcome to the inaugural game of the UNBANNED EX tournament, you guys. This is Gbrothers P's first match against definitely not Russian. I'm going to be commentating this live. I wanted Maximus to co-commentate, and he was definitely down for that, but this I think he's sleeping or I don't know, doing some Norwegian things. We are fighting in Alexandria here. So Gbrothers P had the first pick. He decided to pick Boii since he's top of the bracket, and decided to pick Alexandria as well, which is an interesting choice. Definitely not Russian decided to pick Massila as a counter, and he banned Sword Followers and Oathsworn for Gbrothers. So Gbrothers had the option to either unban Sword Followers or Oathsworn, or in turn ban 2 units from Massila. So that's the way it goes. You can either ban, you can either choose to unban 1 unit from your roster, or you can ban 2 units from your opponent's roster. So Gbrothers went the rather smarter route and decided to unban Sword Followers. Sword Followers are absolutely critical for a Boii army. Not that they really need to be very afraid of a Massilian army. And if I was in Gbrothers' opinion, in Gbrothers' position, I would honestly be kind of split between either banning Thorax Swords and Massilian Hoplites, maybe, for Massila, because that could be a pretty crippling blow to them as well. In that case, the Massilian player would be forced to bring a Massilian Cavalry General, which is a very weak general. And he would only have very, very cheap Celtic Warriors and Axe Warriors to deal with your more superior... well, it'll be a Celtic Warrior and Axe Warrior versus each other. So, yeah, that could be interesting. Yeah, I can see why he decided to unban Sword Followers. Banning banning Thorax Swordsman and Massilian banning Thorax Swordsman and Massilian Hoplites wouldn't be the best idea. Maybe straight up banning Celtic Warriors and Axe Warriors could be a decent decision. Or you could go the easy route and just ban Massilian Cav and Hippias Lancers. So then your opponent would be left with 0 Cav. All of those are options, of course. None of them really great. So with Boii, 2 Levy Freemen up in front, you can bring a total of 8 melee infantry. So he's brought 1 Axe Warrior, and then a front line of 6 Sword Followers, and another Axe Warrior on the side, so total of 8. 3 Celtic Bowmen, and a lot of Heavy Horse. He's brought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Heavy Horse, and 1 Noble Horse General. Of course, since Oathsworn were banned. With Massila, a couple of Massilian Thoria Spears, I would imagine. I guess only 1 Massilian Hoplite. One Massilian Thoria Spear. Couple of Celtic, 1 Celtic, 1 Axe. A front line of 3 Thorax Swords and 3 Massilian Hoplites. And 1 Celtic and 1 Axe on the side. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, cool. He's within the limit. Mercenary Gallic Hunters and Celtic Slingers. 2 Mercenary Gallic and 1 Celtic. 4 Massilian Cav, 1 Hippias Lancer, and another Celtic Skirmisher behind his right flank. Excuse me. Boii has a massive advantage here, especially if Massila decides to take the engagement right here. You can see all this clear land gives the charge dependent almost Sword Followers. You can see that 27 charge bonus, a huge upper hand over the Massilians. That being said, the Massilian Hoplites themselves have an excellent charge bonus of 26, but you can never compare Massilian Hoplites to the most cost-effective melee infantry in the game. Massilian Hoplites might just do decently, but they will lose, so it's not going to be a cost-effective engagement for them. You know what, let me just go ahead and offline myself for the sake of the video. Kind of a standoff going on right now. I'm glad I decided to just turn on shadow play, because DxStory is going to it's going to be like 100 GB file if this goes on. DxStory, if you guys don't know, is a recording software that basically records uncompressed files, so they are of incredibly high quality, but you need to compress them and stuff, so you need to render them and blah blah blah. Just random nerdy video editing talk. Let's pretend that you guys are interested in hearing that and not Total War. So, build discussion. 3 Massilian Hoplites, I think that's a decent pick. I honestly would have gone with more Hippias Lancers because he could gain a pretty decisive cavalry edge, and that's the one big way that he can win this battle. If he can destroy the heavy horse, who themselves are very cost effective, by bringing a mix of Hippias Lancers and Massilian Cav, he could stand a chance. That said, with Massilia you are at a huge disadvantage from the get-go, and especially since Gbro decided to unban sword followers, I really don't see how Massilia can pull this off. If he brought Celtic skirmishers and didn't ban Oathsworn, he could easily have gen-sniped the Boii force. But since he banned both sword followers and Oathsworn, Gbrothers now has the option to bring the much more nimble noble horse. So yeah, if he decided to bring if Gbro decided to bring Oathsworn, he would have kept that Oathsworn general right in the center, and then some Celtic skirmishers would have been here. They could have easily destroyed the Oathsworn. That's usually the case when there's a barbarian on barbarian engagement. Usually the one who wins is the one who killed off the general earlier. So Gbrothers being incredibly defensive. Honestly, this is not a good strategy from Gbrothers. Okay, now he's pulling up in front. He really should want to take the majority of the battle in this open area. The woods will do him no good, to be quite honest. Especially these mercenary Gallic hunters. I mean, they're such crappy units. They have 150 range though, so they should be firing very, very soon. Oh, you guys should check out that one Heir of Carthage video, one of the recent ones, where he played like a 2v2 in Rome 2, where he used his mercenary Gallic hunters very well. Okay, sword followers coming under some fire. Going to take a few casualties. This is pretty important HP damage, to be quite honest, because the thorax swordsmen are going to need all the help they can get, and if they're going to stay like this, and he's not going to he's going to take the charge. He's going to counter charge. Okay, good. Charge is going all around the field. Massilian Hoplites finally get a charge. He can poke through this hole with this with the thorax swordsman. He needs to do that instantly, otherwise his mainland is going to get crushed. You can see these axe warriors going to die very soon. Heavy horse charged into Massilian Cav here. Nothing going on here. Hippias Lancers need to be rear charging these units. Oh my god, Gbrothers has left such a huge gap in his lines. He can use this one Massilian Cav to tie down this unit. Oh, if he does this, this is very good. Hippias Lancers can just easily rear charge here. But he's... wow, okay. That's a move that makes no sense to me. He decides to pull back his Hippias Lancer because the noble horse is coming in. Honestly, what he could have done is charge into this and then charge into the noble horse general. That could have been the best case scenario. And this is the worst case, leaving his Hippias Lancers back here doing nothing. Gallic hunters on quick reload. Heavy horse going in to charge into them, didn't get a proper charge at all. And at this point, it's just a matter of time. The sword followers, though, really not doing well because they're engaged with multiple units. I guess I think that's the reason. And so Gbrothers needs to put his units into shield wall. The Massilian Hoplites are in formation attack, and they're using Hoplite phalanx, which means they're not going to do very well. But here, the sword followers who are engaged with 2 Massilian Hoplites at once will not do well. These sword followers will obviously punch a hole through this thorax swordsman. Thorax swordsman kept in shield wall pretty smartly. Axe warriors here, of course, wavering. And the mercenary Gallic hunters, as usual, not going to be a very cost-effective unit. The Hippias Lancer coming in to destroy these units. The Hippias Lancer should pull back and then charge in here. Sword followers not doing very well at all. 55 kills only against such poor infantry. Here, those sword followers getting 102 kills. Massilian cavalry caught in melee, not going to do much. And axe warriors here, getting 60 kills, destroying Celtic warriors. But this other axe warrior is going to be able to destroy that one. Noble horse general going to kill off the Celtic skirmisher. Only got 2 kills. Heavy horse going to kill off the Massilian Cav. Massilian Cav are a decent unit, to be quite honest with you. With that 15 bonus versus large, they'll do quite well. But he should have used them better. Definitely not Russian. Definitely, come on, definitely not Russian. Use your Hippias Lancers more aggressively. Come on, I'm rooting for you. And I'm rooting for your Hippias Lancers because I want to see some sweet charges, bro. Against Gbro. Okay, Hippias Lancer kind of makes it into a mix of heavy horse and sword followers. Should do a decent bit of damage. Needs to pull out. Good. The main line is holding surprisingly strong for Massila, but unless he crushes these sword followers sooner, he's not going to be able to turn around his units in time for the onslaught of these sword followers into their bums. Heavy horse still at 24 men. Ooh, nice. This is going to be a pretty devastating heavy horse lancer charge, which Gbro is not really paying attention to. Ooh, that was deadly. That one axe warrior just got a single experience shot on with its precursor javelins. The base lancer at the end of the day didn't really do much. He absolutely needed to have used them when they were engaged with the main line of Massila. But that's not the case, and this game is basically over. Noble Horse here with 188 kills and a single experience chevron. Going to rear charge the Massilian hoplites. Friends routing. These guys have very decent morale. 70 morale is the max. These guys have 65, and for a unit that only costs like 920 talents, that's quite nice. Quite nice for sure. Heavy horse here charging in. Not going to do much damage, but but definitely going to do the morale damage that is so crucial. Could be using flaming shot. That would be an interesting idea, but this itself is effective enough. Sword followers. Oh, there we go. Gbro read my mind. Smart move for sure. And yeah, I mean, sword followers are very strong. Axe warriors are very strong, but their strength really comes in numbers. They're just so cost effective that you really can't face an onslaught of so many axe warriors, especially with Massila. So this is GG. Good game. Gbrothers takes the first game. Of course, this is a best of 3. So definitely Not Russian definitely has a chance to pull this back. The Celtic Bowmen did pretty decently. The Gallic Hunters were targeted by the Celtic Bowmen, and that's how they got their kills. Heavy Horse all across the field did very well. That's why I wouldn't ban Sword Followers and Oathsworn. I would personally ban Sword Followers and Heavy Horse. You could just cripple a Boii army that way. You could make a Boii army instantly half as effective. So Sword Followers for the most part did decently. Some of the Sword Followers, because they were engaged with a couple of Massilian hoplites at once, didn't really do much. But besides that, all in all, it was a very good battle. Or actually, it was a very good showing by the Sword Followers. Pretty uneventful battle, but hopefully it things pick up in the next couple of games. You guys stay tuned. Peace.